Of Football Manager 2015 Aston Villa. It's the 22nd of January 2019, and by the days you probably know it, we've got ourselves a Capital One Cup semi-final first leg away at Tottenham today in today's live commentary. But unfortunately, it's still shit. Unfortunately, it's gotten slightly better since last time you guys saw us. It's actually a decent 3-1 win against Crystal Palace. As you can see, on the whole, it's been a bit better, but it's still just so inconsistent. And this game just seems to have no flow to it at the moment, especially with us conceding goals. We drew 0-0 away at Spurs, first game after the Palace game, which is a decent result, good clean sheet. We lost 3-2 away at Manchester City despite a Christian Benteke brace, Berardi, Chalobah and a Kevin De Bruyne winner in the 87th minute, breaking our hearts. Beat Carpati 4-1, a hat-trick for Bonazzoli and one for Grealish. Beat Middlesbrough 1-0. This one was a real key result. Tom Cleverley scoring his first goal of the season in the 92nd minute to claim a priceless win. We beat Wolves 3-1 in the Capital One Cup quarter-final. Jack Grealish and a Christian Benteke brace scoring in that one. We then beat West Ham 2-0, so we went on a 4-game winning streak here. Benteke and a Corey on the score sheet. Then we were put back down to earth with an unsurprising 4-0 defeat against Chelsea at the Lampard Stadium. So they've changed stadiums. 4-0 I think was a bit harsh on us, but we didn't play well, didn't deserve anything from it. Costa, Hazard and a brace for Schürrle near the end. Drew 1-1 at home to Arsenal, which, even though it sounds okay, was actually a poor enough result. Benteke gave us the lead in the 43rd minute, and we really should have won the game, but Podolski equalised and to give Arsenal a point. Lost 3-0 away at Liverpool, another disappointing result, another game where we're just kind of rolled over. Coutinho, Halilovic and Paco Alcazar from the penalty spot. We scrambled our way through the FA Cup third round, beating, is it League 1 or League 2? League 1 outfit Port Vale 3-1. We were 1-0 down though through Kyle Kopp in the 50th minute before Boye equalised in the 78th. Grealish made it 2-1 in the 83rd and Robbie Byrne piped up in the 89th minute to make sure of the points. And then beat Derby 4-1 at home, which is a pretty crunch game in the league. Vidala, who's a new signing, I'll get on to him in a second. Bonazzoli with a brace and Lucas Boye also on the score sheet. Ryan Fraser for Derby. And Southampton, we lost 3-1. Emre Can, Bilal Olchik and Nicolas Castillo cancelling out Jack Grealish's goal for us. Which leaves us 16th in the Premier League, teetering 2 points above the relegation spot, so I suppose it's better than we were last time, where we were last, but it's not much better. And to be honest, the best we can probably finish is around 12th, 13th, I'd say. If we have a look at the stages, not the season preview, that's not what we wanted. As you can see here, Benteke 3rd in the top goal scorers. But anyway, for the goals scored, we're in, 8th or 9th, so that's not bad. We are the 2nd top conceders this year. QPR are the only team out of us. They've conceded 47 in 22, we've conceded 45 in 22. That's over 2 a game. That's just hopeless, really. Hopeless, and I'm hoping today Spurs are in 3rd, so I'm just trying to keep it. Okay, so in the next episode, we might have something to work with in the home tie, home second leg. Hopefully we do. Anyway, 2 transfers coming in already in January. So far, 2 loans as well. Anybody going out first? No, sorry, nobody going out. So Guido Vidala, as you saw, he scored a goal. He's a good player. I'm not sure whether he's a wonder kid or not on this year's game. I think he was last year. He's come in 2 games, 1 goal, 7.3 rating. Looks a very good player. Attacking mid, can play up front as well. And Luke Shaw from Man U, who actually in this save has just never really got a look in at Man U. Despite actually playing really well when he plays for them, he just hasn't got a look in. We've managed to pipe him in on loan. Despite having Santon, he's just not really cutting the mustard. And also he can play right back, so I suppose he can sometimes play ahead of Peruzzi. But anyway, Shaw's come in 3 games, 1 assist. Average rating is 7 overall. Isn't too bad. So we'll get into today's lineup. Team is Horn in nets, back four Shaw, Balanta, Corey and Santon playing at right back. Gil Romero and Cleverly, Pereira, Vidala, Grealish, and Benteke up front. Benteke's been very good, and to be fair to the lad, he scored a fair amount of goals, 15 and 28. So better than one every 2 games, which is quite impressive considering kind of how poor we've been. Also playing well are the usual suspects: Roberto Pereira, who's gotten 7 goals, 5 assists in his 25 games, and Jack Grealish has got 11 goals and 14 assists in 32 games. I know Jack Grealish might have played every single game. I'd say we haven't played much more than 32 games. So he might have played every single game this year, which wouldn't surprise me. He's been one of our top performers. Anyway, as I said, today really is, I think, about damage control, so we've maybe got something we can bring back to Villa Park and fight for in the second leg. Here's Vidala, Benteke. It falls to Jack Grealish. I was just talking about him. He gets his 12th of the season, and we have taken a 1-0 lead here against Spurs away from home. What a lead that is, you know. Not one that a real turn up for the book so far. Gil Romero finds a Corey, Balanta, Cleverly, Grealish, Vidala, Benteke, 2-0. Benteke with his 16th of the season, and Spurs have it all to do. We've picked up a hugely surprising early 2-0 lead now. But Fitzgerald hits the bar, Lennon hits the post, and he should have really scored there. But we keep it at 2-0. We've got a corner to ourselves. Balanta! Saved well by Lloris. Lloris now out to Eric Dyer. Lennon. Zaha. Oh no. Oh, good save by Horn. Zaha's finish was tame in the end after initial very good run. Playing on the left wing today though, which is a bit odd. Santon's picked up a knock at right back. We might look into replacing him. Of course, Peruzzi, I think, is on the bench now that he's been kind of dropped from the initial starting 11 for now. Capoue, Fitzgerald. There you go, 2-1. No, Ryan Fitzgerald will be offside. A regen is Ryan Fitzgerald, so no wonder if you don't recognise him. Of course, we're getting into that year. It's time as Zaha, 2-1. There you go. It's only a matter of time. His second goal of the season. I'm probably showing up Santon to be a little feeble there. So we concede there, and it's 2-1. Of course, with it being into 2019, we're getting into a stage where teams are, like the big teams, are probably going to be using regens. There's going to be a few good regens flying about, I'd say. We don't really have any. Well, we don't have any in the starting lineup. We do have a few in our squad. We've got Robbie Byrne, of course, Steve Bradbury, Manfred Gutsa, Grealish. Oh, he was offside anyway, so it wouldn't have counted even if Grealish had managed to put that one in the back of the net. But here's Carlos Vela, Zaha. Oh, what do you expect? What do you expect? This game, it's so frustrating actually, because it can be the best game you've ever played on one day, and it can be just the worst game you've ever played on another day. You know, I've played a lot of this season just in this one day, and it's just such a pain in the arse. You have leads, you lose these leads. Like, we've had a 2-0 lead today, and we're already 3-2 down, and we're still 35 minutes to go. Like, we will probably end up losing this game 5 or 6-2. And you're kind of, well, what is the fun in that? You're just... There you go, 4-2. It's just the defence, like... Up front we're going fine. It's just like, what is wrong with our defence? Timo Horn's shit, Peruzzi shit, Akore shit, Balanta shit. These are all top class players on FM. Like, they've got good ratings, good like reports, good stats or attributes, and yet they can't defend for shit. And you're kind of going, well, what? There's just no point in it. And like, we've lost this game 4-2. Which I think actually isn't too bad, considering it could have been. I would have thought it could have ended up 5 or 6-2. It ends up only 4-2, which I suppose, as I said at the start of the episode, I did want something to work with. That does give us something to work with, but we should have won that game. Santana for 4 to 5 weeks. Just give me another injury, why don't you? You know, it's just not fun. It really isn't fun at the moment. All these goals conceded. We've barely kept a clean sheet all year. Like we've kept I think 5 clean sheets within our 34 games this year. Something like that is just horrendous. I don't even feel like coming back for the second leg. I will. I'll live commentate the second leg, but don't expect me to be in a better mood at all. Anyway, if you enjoyed the video, please do give it a like and subscribe to the channel if you already haven't. I'll see you guys later.